early 2000 rap, honey. Rap, honey. I'm giving it, okay? Hi honeys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sajee Monai, and over here on the corner of YouTube, we talk about personal development, beauty, fashion, and lifestyle, and just overall being the best version of ourselves. So if you like content like that, click the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and as well as already just go ahead and give this video a thumbs up because it's going to be a great video. So stick tight, hang tight as you get ready with me, and we talk about things like leveling up, wholeness, and becoming that girl. All right. So I did this intro before just to be transparent and I ran out of space. So I have already primed my skin. I used 3 different primers, the NARS primer matte, milk grip, and a clearance like radiance type of concealer because I don't like that concealer but primer because I do not like to use highlighters right now. That's not my thing. And right now I have on my skin the Dior, can I hold the foundation, Face and Body foundation. I'm just trying this out. I'm in 5N right now, so that's what we're doing. So to start off, and I'm also mixing this NARS. This is like my holy grail sheer foundation. Let me tell you something, honey. I cannot not have my makeup without using this. Like, I just can't. Like, it just doesn't work out for me. So since I was really interrupted by running out of space, and I can't see myself right now, I am taking myself out to dinner. It's Friday, and I have part of my leveling up and wholeness journey. I've been focusing just really on myself, and taking myself and treating myself to the things that I like, and not being afraid to do that or waiting for someone to do it for me. And so let me like level set a little bit. I started this wholeness journey back in 2021, and I, started like getting this on my heart and getting this vision of, in order to transform and go into the next phase of my life, I needed to change some things. I needed to work on some things. I needed to really get to know who I was and who I needed to be in order to transition to this next phase of my life. And that's one thing about leveling up, and I want to talk about what leveling up means to me, because it's just not a material kind of situation. I think it's more than that. I think leveling up is identifying, I want X, or I'm being nudged this, I've been given this vision. So who do I need to become? Who do I need to be to obtain that and then sustain it and then multiply it? And so that takes, evaluation, right? And sometimes we have to start thinking about the things that we don't want to think about, facing the things that we have ignored, that we have put, used distractions, whether that was hanging out with friends, whether that was drinking, whether that was any of those type of things. You end up distracting yourself from really doing the work that's needed for you to level up and go to that next level in your life. And so, with that being said, I really, and now I'm just applying the NARS foundation on top of this. So I really found that, that was something I needed to do. And, I ended up not hanging out with with friends. Like I went on this journey, and this level up journey included me, connecting back to my spirituality, my first love, God. I was raised in the church, that whole story, did your own thing, did your own thing, you know what I'm saying? And if I'm looking kind of off screen, it's because I have my mirror here that I'm looking at, and I'm kind of rushing because my reservations are at 7:45. And I'm going to take you guys along with me with that and get some like photos, you know, and little like montage type of vibes. So that was so with that, you know, a lot of people didn't like that. You know, they were used to having access to me. They were used to kicking in. They was used to all those things. And I think whenever you start doing the things that's best for you and people do not like it or feel like they have to question you about it or just not really just respecting your space, I think that's a great indicator. A little water, honey. Of reevaluating. So in this wholeness journey, one thing I had to identify was that there had been things that I haven't experienced or things I chose not to acknowledge. And it can be from various different things for anyone that, you know, you end up having to like push through, right? You know, sometimes life doesn't allow you or you don't feel like you have the time to really process. You got to keep moving. You got to keep going to the next thing. And so with that, at times we don't give ourselves the grace to heal, to acknowledge certain things, work through certain feelings. And that can be detrimental in the long run, right? When we don't take the time to evaluate. And I realized that during this time of trying to find out like what's next for me. And within this wholeness journey, I really I cut off everything, like social media. I mean, only social media I had was CNN. That was it for months. I did not go out to eat. I did not go to fast food restaurants. I cooked at home. I did not watch TV. I did not stream anything, you know, YouTube. No, I mean, literally nothing. I didn't do any of those things. And so I really was alone to face and deal with myself. And that's not an easy thing when you are accustomed to ripping and running and always having something to do. Definitely an adjustment, at least for me. Like really being alone, like I got some books. I meditated. I spent time really with myself. I started therapy. I did the things that I needed to do to start addressing what was happening with me and things I needed to address that I just never did or even thought I needed to address. You know, sometimes you don't even think about things that impacted you and or how you may have impacted other people because you had yet to deal with those inner demons, those inner workings, you know what I mean? So I really felt like when I came in wholeness and the journey of leveling up is a continuous thing. But at this point, I'm at a stage where I feel like, okay, I got a grip on me. Like I know who I need to become. I have put in the routines. Not that I'm perfect at all the routines, but I put in the routines. I put in the work to do the things and become who I needed to be in this next version of my life. And one of those things is becoming on a platform like this and doing something that I started back in 2008, 9, stopped because I was so concerned about like other people's opinions and I was busy. I was working like multiple jobs. I was putting myself through school. Like I had other stuff that ended up taking me off my focus and the things that I was interested in always pursuing and doing, and some other things I'm just not ready to discuss yet because, you know, you got to stay down till you come up. All right. But that was something that I discovered and I was ready to now embark on. And one of those things was dating. You know, I didn't realize that until I spent time alone that I have never been without a boyfriend, an entanglement, a situationship. I've never been without that since I started dating at 14, and I'm in my late 20s now. And so I always like had someone to call, someone to like pull up, take me out, do things. Like I just always like had somebody. And so to be intentional about saying, okay, I'm not dating. I'm really just gonna I'm gonna date me. I'm gonna figure out, what do I like? What do I want? What are my non-negotiables? What I'm not settling for? You know, all the things. And I'm gonna just tell you, like, that was hard. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I ain't gonna make it nothing that it's not, honey. That was hard because, I mean, that was just hard. And I didn't even realize that I had never not had someone. I didn't even realize that until like the phone was drizzity, dry. Okay? Like dry. Okay. And to be intentional about saying, okay, we're not dating. Now, let me say, you know, the plate ain't stopped coming through, but making the decision to say, I'm not dating, and I'm taking care of myself. And, you know, one of the things I did enjoy when dating was taking myself out, dressing up, putting, you know, a little zhuzh, you know, in my step. And I realized, like, why do I have to wait on someone or have someone to do that with? So I'm gonna tell you, it was a poppin' weekend this past weekend. It's Friday, but last, you know, weekend. And I was out and about by myself. Well, let me just say this. It was All-Star Weekend. And so I went out to All-Star Weekend by myself. I went out to the, you know, bars. Even though I am not, I have cut back on drinking, just from like a standpoint of like, not that I was a heavy drinker ever, but, you know, just, I don't need to have a glass of wine when I go out every time. You know what I mean? And so, hopefully you do. If you don't, whatever. But, and like, you know, I beat my face. Okay, honey. I went out to like nice places, and I, you know, made sure I got tables, you know, did the whole thing. And, you know, I ended up making friends. Well, I'm not gonna say friends, honey. That's a strong word. Acquaintances, meeting people out there that was like having a good time. I went out to a few parties, you know, that were like my vibe. If it was too much going on, I didn't go, because I just don't do the whole like the too muchness, honey. Those days are over for me. So that was something that I was a little nervous about. I had talked to my mom about it, and she was like, you know, do you? Like, don't be nervous. Like, you know, she gave me some encouragement, basically, to not feel self-conscious going out on a weekend, like All-Star Weekend of all weekends, and, you know, feel a type of way. And so, but I had a ball. Like, I had so much fun. Like, I'm a person that, you know, I'll talk to pretty much not anybody, but like I can make conversation. Like we can have a good time, like whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I went to a basketball game, like one of the games or whatever, met somebody there. He, you know, then he took me out. You know, we were just having a good time. We were having a kiki. We were having a vibe. It wasn't like a date. We just, you know, purely the vibing, okay? And so with that, you know, we kicked it. We just did our thing and met somebody else. And I just really like just went out by myself and just, you know, sat and kicked it, talked to people. And like people were like, "Are you here by yourself?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "What? Like, what kind of like confidence you got?" And that kind of felt good because I was like, "Yeah, like that is kind of true." Like I'm like out on one of the most popping weekends possible. And I'm out here by myself. People was like, "What's going on?" But anyway, so I just contoured. I'm doing a light beat because for some reason when I don't have like extensions or like weave, I don't know if anyone else feels this way, and I don't know if this is a bad thing, but I don't like to overdo the makeup. I just did my hair, washed and like trimmed my hair the other day, and so we have a rabbity rap, honey. We taking it back to the 2000s, early 2000s with the rap game strong, okay? And so I'm doing that. Let me get my powder. I don't have the powder I prefer. I really like the Sacha Buttercup powder, but we don't have her right now, so we're using the Laura Mercier I think it's the honey or something, like translucent powder. And we're going to just damp beauty blender, kind of get that excess off and push that into the skin. Okay. Get that eyelid. What is this? Okay. Then we're gonna make sure it's blending in underneath here. Have all the alcohol and go here. So because my skin is like acting up right now, like, oh no, we need to make sure that's blended before we put anything over there. What was I saying? I really just lost track of memory. Crap. Anyway. Oh yeah, like my skin is like kind of dry, so I'm kind of like, and it's just acting up right now. So I've been eating dairy. I'm not supposed to eat dairy. I am lactose intolerant. It always makes my skin break out. But I just been like fiending for some cheese. Like it's been crazy, like real crazy. Anyway, so we're powdered, and I still go with like a little powder brush to like dust off any excess and get around my mouth. And this is like a light, quick beat. Again, I'm just like trying to go out to eat, and I'm coming back home, so I'm just not trying to do like too much. I do also like a very bright under eye. Honey, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. All right, that's my motto. So I'm using the Huda Beauty in replacement of my Sacha Buttercup. So I use the Charlotte Tilbury makeup bronzer thing, whatever. And I actually use this mirror to like contour myself so I can see myself up close. Cause honey, we don't try to like overdo the contour. You know, we gotta make sure we snatch, but you know, we gotta be mindful, honey, that we not giving them this a little too much. Okay, so now that we have pretty much that blended out, I do go back in with my foundation brush. This is like what I use to continuously blend my makeup when I'm doing it. And it's going to come together. I usually do my makeup in the bathroom, so this is actually very like new to me, doing my makeup this way, but we're going to go with it. And see how it turns out. Okay. It's so funny, like now I have a camera on, I'm like, what do I do next? Like, it's so crazy, and I do like my makeup all the time. What step did we miss? Okay. So get yourself together, honey. I do put a little bit of that Beauty right here. I don't take it up my eye just because, again, I have really dry under eyes. So I don't really take it up that far when it comes to that. And I don't leave this on for forever either. You know, we just do what needs to be done. Okay. So now it's time to contour my nose. I don't really go crazy with the contour on my nose just because like I just don't. But I do just like take it up right here, up into my brow, and take it up here. I don't know if you guys can see that. And I just bring it down just a little bit. What's happening right here? Why is it so blotchy? This lighting is like tripping me out. I'm used to my bathroom lighting, and I just feel like very like out of my element doing my makeup right now. So becoming that girl, right? In order, like that girl to me, just is another indicator of like becoming the best version of yourself. And not settling and reminding yourself that you're here for a purpose. You are special. And don't forget it. You know, you're that girl. Like, you're that girl. And don't you freaking forget it. And sometimes in life, we can forget that we're that girl. And we have to get back onto that journey to remind ourselves, like, honey, we are. And even though that girl may look a lot different than the girl that used to be, but growth is a beautiful thing, you know? Growing to that next version of yourself. And not that it's perfect or not that it's an easy process, because, honey, it's not. Who I am at this point in stage is not who I was at 19, 20, or 21. Or even 23. Like, we're just not, that's not the case. And so we have to be open to the journey. So I do this spray halfway through my makeup. Again, it's another way that I help like blend my makeup out. And just keep blending. Like, I'm a big person of like blending. Like, that's a big thing for me. I need to be blended, honey. Blended and seamless, honey. No games over here. No games. So, yeah. And one thing about being that girl is that, honey, I can go out to eat at the best of the best places. We have the ability to take ourselves to those things. And I'm that girl. I can go and sit and eat and enjoy my meal, you know, and be perfectly okay. I'm using the Dior, I don't know what is this called, Backstage Face and Body Powder. No powder. I don't know. How does that even make any sense? I don't know. And I'm in 6 in neutral. So I think when I got this, I was gonna Dior crave. Like, oh, let me try this Dior out. Like, what is this about? So I think that's what happened there. Okay. And we make sure we're blended, honey. So, yeah, so I have like, and I used to, when I first started out, I used to like take stuff, like this is not my first rodeo of like going out by myself. I've done it before, but usually the times when I've done it, I have, I took armor. And I'm going to run and get my eyebrow pencil that I actually need. And then I'm going to come back and talk about the armor when going out. Okay, we're back, honey. So, you know, that armor, you make sure, either FaceTime a friend, you take a book to your laptop, like you're doing work, you're constantly on your phone. And one of the things that I wanted to do on this wholeness journey is taking in the moment, right? I mean, if I was going to go out to eat at this restaurant or at this place, like, why am I consumed with being like on my phone? On my phone, on my computer. Like, I'm there for the vibes. Like, I'm there for the vibes. And I can't take in the vibes if I'm on my phone the entire time. You know what I mean? That's not like capturing content. Like, and if I was with someone, I wouldn't be on my phone. And I know that's probably like, well, you have someone to talk to. Like, but, I guess. But I choose now to like not take any armor. Sit there, look around, smile at people when they walk past, I get on my phone here and there, like someone's like texting me or something, but most part I'm taking in the environment, taking in my surroundings. I'm enjoying the time out, having a level of gratitude to one, be able to be out. A lot of people didn't make it to this point this year, and I don't think there's anything wrong with having a level of gratitude and just like taking in the moment. And I think that's one of the most important aspects of the journey to wholeness, is embracing the now, not being so distracted, thinking about what's next, what's going to be. In your faith, it's all going to work out in your favor. So what's there to worry about? What's there to frantic about? Even though we're human, we do it. I do it. It's not like I'm saying I'm perfect at it. But sometimes I have to remind myself of baby girl, like, it's all going to work out in your favor. And you don't have to be going through anything. Sometimes we get so accustomed to our life, our lifestyles, that we don't really consider it to be a blessing or it to be something to be really grateful for. And it really is. You know, when you wake up, you have breath, like, you don't have to wake up. Like, that is not something that has to be given to you another day. So that gratitude, and I think, like, for me, and I don't know if anyone else can relate, like, you get so caught up in your, like, your life, your plans, what you trying to accomplish and do, that we fail to check in. We fail to really understand that this is a gift. And I think about how I treat gifts. I take care of them. I'm mindful of them. I make sure they're in a good place. Nothing happens to them. I express a level of appreciation to whoever is giving me this, because they didn't have to do that. So that's my take on it. And so not going with the armor when going out allows me to have a level of gratitude with myself. And even this time of singleness, going on this journey of wholeness, and really taking it in. I'm not trying to get chose or looked at or anything. I'm here for the vibes. I'm here to take it in. I'm here to really just enjoy my time, my company. And, you know, I challenge people to, like, go out and do things on their own. See how it makes you feel. It's probably going to be really awkward a couple first times, especially if you don't take any armor with you or use any armor. And really just be in the moment, your own moment with yourself. It's so powerful, I tell you. It's so powerful. And one of the things, you know, for me, I say, when you're, like, looking for that next opportunity, let's just talk in terms of, like, relationships or, like, dating. You know, we sometimes have these lists of, like, what we want, but do we fulfill those things that we're requiring or requesting of other people? I always ask myself that, like, if this is what I'm saying I want, am I doing this? Let's say if I want someone who's physically in shape, do I go to the gym? Am I mindful of the food I intake, how I take care of my body? You know, like, those are the things I feel like people sometimes don't think about when they're requesting or desiring or manifesting, you know, people and things. And we go in with the last squirt. And I use the all-night spray. Again, and with all-nighter spray, I do not use the beauty blender. I go back in with my foundation brush and a stipple it in. And let that do its thing. And at this point, I'm applying my blush. Honey, what's a girl without a little blush? Okay, what's a girl without a little bit of blush? I don't know, because I don't live that life. All right. We don't do too much with the blush. We like to keep it very calm. Oh, just a little blush. Oh, okay. So, I think my lashes, do I have the right one? Right. So, I don't know what I'm wearing. Tonight, it is supposed to be like 20, get down to 13 degrees tonight, Fahrenheit. So I'm looking all something into my closet. Like, I don't know what I'm going to wear, but I'm probably going to wear something pretty chilled. Probably a blazer, a nice shirt, a pair of jeans, boots, because it is still outside. But I'm hopping from the car to there, so I don't know. We may zhuzh it up. Who else blows on their lashes? Like, I would never like blow on lashes when I used to do clients, but who blows on their lashes? I still blow on my lashes. You know, while those are still doing its thing, let me just prepare the lips. So right now I have on a lip oil, so I'm just gonna rub that off right now. I'm going to go in with Chestnut from MAC. I mean, tried and true, right? Okay. Don't act like you don't know how to do your own. Okay. Don't do that. And this liner specifically is a little like not the greatest, because I think it's an old liner. Every time I like sharpen it, it's just like it crumbles and it's like so annoying. But I just like, I thug it out with it because I like the base shade of it. Honey, that lip oil came off and the lips got dry. Like, what? Don't you ever play me like that. The nerve of this. Next I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury. No, this is Makeup Forever. I lied. Limitless Brown. I tried the Charlotte Tilbury one, and I don't know if this is what I'm gonna try, but like it was like giving me like red. It wasn't giving me brown. You know, I need a brown lip liner. Honey, we go crazy with the lip liner over here, okay? And so one thing I just wanted to leave, you know, folks with as I wrap up my makeup and let's get ready with me is that, you know, this is a journey. I don't know. Now, I know how to put these lashes on. And never did I just do all of that. Never did I just do all of that. Like, I have not put lashes on 1,001 times. Like, what's wrong with me? But never apologize for your level up journey. I just want to, like, tell people that your journey to wholeness, your journey to becoming the best version of yourself, like, never feel like you have to apologize or explain yourself to people on why you're doing what you're doing. If you want to, you can. But I just don't want people to feel like they owe people an explanation on why they're doing what's best for them, because you don't. And I think sometimes as people, we like to appease others, especially when it's like family involved. Like, you made like my level up journey, honey. I even like family got put on a back burner, child. Because it had to, you know. I had to put myself first. I had to put those boundaries in place. And like, I'll talk to you soon. Just not now. Because right now, I'm doing what's needed for me. And the right people respect that. Remember that. One thing I hate about lashes sometimes is that it can have you with that flip-flop. That is so annoying to me. Like, really? You're going to like give me one high, one low? Like, that is so not okay. Why would you ever do that? Like, giving me like Dr. Jekyll kind of vibes, you know? That's why the lash color, I feel like it's just really clutch. Oh, not you sticking, boy. Not you sticking to the lash curler. What? Okay. I probably am not even going to edit this out because I think this is hilarious. Okay. My nose running. Like, what is going on? What's really good? What's really good? Okay, what's really good? All right, so I feel like our eyes are even. Steven. Let me do one last little like buff. Why not? Lash curler, lashes. All put back. And the reason why I'm putting it back right now, honey, because I will get dressed and it will not happen. And I will come back home with all this makeup everywhere and be agitated. Well, so we have come to pretty much the end of the get ready with me. I'm going to come back like once I'm dressed and things like that to maybe tell you like my fragrance and to see like let you see like the whole put together outside of just me just doing my makeup. And then I will see you guys at the restaurant. I'll give you like a get ready little montage of my evening. So talk to you soon. So I am back. We have our hair out. Don't it look like I'm early 2000 rap, honey? Rap, honey? I'm giving it, okay? So we have our face done. I'm kind of on the fence about my lip. I think I want to add some pinkiness to it. I don't know. For some reason, I just think I need like a little tad bit of pink. I look a little too muted. So I'm going to probably find like use the other lipstick I have from Anastasia, but I had to get really dressed really quick. My reservations are in 20 minutes and I live 30 minutes away. So I'm gonna have to skedaddle, but all I have on basically is a black bodysuit, black blazer, some gray washed, black washed jeans, and then I'm wearing some boots. I'll show you guys my outfit once like I get somewhere where I can like maybe take some videos or photos if I can. But all right, I wanted to wrap up this portion of the Get Ready With Me. I am more than likely going to have some aspect of montages of me going out to dinner, but I just wanted to leave you with this, is that you have a purpose in life, you are loved, and do not let anyone else tell you otherwise. And I hope you were entertained, you enjoy this type of content. Leave a comment, let me know. And I'm really excited about taking you on this journey with me to leveling up, to wholeness, and doing that through beauty, fashion, and lifestyle. So until next time, honeys, later.